Hello, my name is Paulo Lopes and welcome to Haltian Startup videos. In these videos we'll cover the most important topics for startups. We'll have together with us an Haltian expert, Pasi Pentinpuro. Welcome, Pasi, here.
Thank you.
Could you present a little bit about yourself?
Sure. So hello, Paulo. My name is Pasi Pentinpuro. I'm the Vice President of Product Development Services here at Haltian. My background is with Nokia, as many of the Haltian personnel. I was there for 20 years running different types of cellular phone programs. And now for the past 6 years, I've been with Haltian and heading the product development services. In this role, I have seen many startups, many of them which have been very successful. Altogether at Haltian, we have, during my time, run over 100 different types of projects. So we have seen a lot of interesting stuff.
Thank you, Pasi, for that brief presentation, but very impressive.
Thank you.
And in these videos, together with Pasi, we'll be covering different topics. Those topics are how to get started. Then, what characteristics do you need in your team to build a successful startup? How to get financing and funding? And later, what are the main characteristics for you to look into a R&D partner? Thank you. In this video, let's talk about how to build a team. In the previous videos, we talked about that it's important to have an idea and have a good business model. But what about the team?
Well, it's very important that you have a good team in your company, of course. It is very important that within your company you handle the most important things, the things that cannot really be subcontracted. And first thing is that you have to have a well-rounded team with different types of talents. So for example, in my work, I often see companies that come here with 2 or 3 engineers or let's say 2 or 3 salesmen. Once they are looking for the next person to hire in their company, it's very important that that next person is from a different area that makes good sense. For example, if you have a company of 2 or 3 engineers, perhaps the best next person to hire is someone with financial background or perhaps sales or marketing background. But for the most part, for a successful startup, you have to handle finance, you have to handle marketing, you have to handle sales, and perhaps depending on your product, something else. But those are kind of the important things that you really cannot subcontract.
What are the things that you can subcontract and you should subcontract?
Well, there are always things like production, for example, but perhaps the first thing to subcontract is R&D. You are going to need it, but it takes time to build R&D capacity, and also there's the risk that you have the R&D within your company that will be there and be a cost to you, but you only have your first product out. So it might not make the best sense to have your own R&D. And our experience is that it's usually good to subcontract it. That way you get an experienced team very quickly. You only pay for the development of your product, and it saves you the trouble of actually building the capacity first.
So you want to grow as fast as possible and reduce the commitment and long-term investment as much as possible.
Yes, very correct.
Could you summarize what kind of team a startup needs?
To summarize, make sure that within your company you have a well-rounded team that can handle finance, marketing, sales, and you also have someone who understands the technology and the product you're planning to make.
Thank you, Pasi, for this video. Next video we will be covering how to get financing and funding. Stay tuned.